Two-step hack to getting great new home sales comps. Hi, my friends. This is Clint Stitzer with Stitzer Properties and the Purposeful Practitioner. And today I am proud to be reaching out to you from our brand new model home in Truckee, California with these unbelievable views down Coldstream. I had an interesting conversation yesterday with one of our agents, and he was interviewing for a listing in a community that is still being built. And the homeowners bought the property they closed about 6 months ago. And he was having a hard time create comps because, well, there's not really any on the MLS. And so he said, hey, what do I do? And I'll tell you what, as a new home builder and selling new communities, one of the hardest things we face is if there's a resale of a recently completed home that's underpriced, because it hurts our comps, it hurts our current sales efforts, it really creates issues. And so I want to give you guys an opportunity on how to pull the latest and greatest data really simply, even though it's not always on the MLS, because as we all know, many new home builders simply do releases and sales without going through the whole MLS input because they've already got a list and don't need to do that, all right? So before we start, there's a couple of things that I want to review that are really important when it comes to selling a recently built home. Number one, it's important to remember that when that person went into contract, that was pricing 6, 8, 9, 10 months ago. So even if, let's say, they closed 3 months ago, the pricing when they bought it, the market pricing, is already 6, 8, 9 months old. The other thing to take into consideration is every builder is a little bit different in their lot premiums, their upgrade programs, their view premiums, everything like that. So you really want to take those into consideration. Okay, and lastly, it is crazy important that you build a relationship with the person in the sales center. Look, that person wants to sell homes at the required price by the builder, and if you create a scenario where you're working with them and your listing helps their efforts, it's going to work great. If you create a scenario where your listing hurts their efforts, it's going to be an uphill battle, all right? So here are the quick 2 steps to getting great data on a new home community, all right? So let's go ahead and check it out here. The first thing I did is I just pulled up a home that's still in the Bates community, just because it's not privately owned. But the thing that I want to show you here is when you're looking on the assessor's webpage, you want to look for the subdivision. Okay, so you see Meridian 120 North Village 2. Then what I want you to do is you're going to go to Google and you're download Washoe County Assessor Download. Okay, you're going to click there and it's going to take you to this page called Data Downloads. Then you just go to Sales Reports. Once you're at Sales Reports, you just pull the sales that you want. So let's say we want to do 2021 sales year to date. So I'm just going to go ahead and download this Excel spreadsheet. It's pretty big, so it takes a minute. But this is a fantastic Excel spreadsheet, and here's why. The filters are already built in, so all you need to do is come over here to subdivision, and remember we looked at the parcel data, and it shows us that Meridian 120 North, okay? So all we do is we go to subdivision. In Excel, we unselect all, okay? Then we search Meridian. Boom, there it is, Meridian 120 North. Okay, now we say, well, let's look at homes. And here you have some that were built in 2018 and sold in 2021. But now let's say that you're looking to resale a home that's, maybe it's their 3,235 square foot model. So let's say, hey, let's look at the model above, the model below, and the 3,235. Boom, just like that, in a matter of seconds, we have the brand new home sales data, which may not be available on the MLS, right at our fingertips. Okay, so that's step one. Now that we have this data, step two is we go into the sales center, we meet the new home salesperson and say, hey, I'm getting ready to resell lot 65, whatever that lot is, and I just want to do a quick download with you. I see these sales comps happening. Would you mind telling me what your current base price at the current release is for that model type? So let's say lot 65 is this 3,200 square foot home. Hey, what's your current release price for this 3,200 square foot home? Oh, okay, it's $800,000. And on lot 65, what would the lot premiums be today if you were to charge it? Okay, great. And also, these other comps I'm looking at here, these other 3235s, holy smokes, one sold for $900, another sold for $769, another one here sold for $1,055,000 and $774. Can you give me a general idea, an order of magnitude of upgrades across those homes? What created those price differences? And then how much did they spend on lot 65? Now, sometimes they'll give you all these upgrades. Other times they'll be a little bit more guarded with the information, but they might just say, hey, look, if you're to list lot 35 or 65 today, base price would be around here, lot premium would be around here, and, go ahead and get the upgrades from the owner. So then you go meet with your client and say, hey, I pulled these these new listings directly from the county. Here's what your base price would be. Here's what your lot premium would be. Now let's go over the upgrades you've spent. So usually they've added some window coverings and some backyard landscaping and some other things that they've done, and then their list of upgrades from the builder. From there, you create your listing price. Now that's of course assuming that the builder is selling and everything's selling out and everything's going great. If they're not selling, it becomes a different conversation. But in today's market, what you want to do is, like I said, pull the latest and greatest sales from the builder, which comes right from the county website, go into the builder's office, establish a working relationship, create a win-win listing, and you will get your client the most money. I hope that you found this helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to call or email me. This is Clint Stitzer wishing you great success in your real estate career.